Asbestos, the way to dusty death. Asbestos is a common mineral, easily mined, used in textiles, cement, brake linings, and hundreds of other commercial products. It is fireproof, indestructible, and a superb insulator. It is also a killer. It can cause asbestosis, a scarring of the lungs, lung cancer, mesothelioma, a fatal cancer of the lining of the lungs, and cancers in the esophagus, stomach, and colon. In the United States alone, 9,000 people die each year needlessly because of asbestos. This is the killer. Dust created by cutting and sawing asbestos materials. Millions of people have been exposed to it. Hundreds of thousands have been disabled. Tens of thousands have died. It's not the particles you can see that do the damage. It's the microscopic particles that settle in your body and never leave, creating scar tissue or starting the runaway cell growth that we call cancer. 250,000 of these specks laid end to end would equal 1 inch. Nobody told construction workers that the use of asbestos could be dangerous. For years it was used to fireproof new buildings. Part of that dust in the air is asbestos. Nobody told demolition workers that some of the dust they create in tearing down buildings is asbestos. There are millions of tons of asbestos in older buildings, and as they are destroyed, the dust circulates. Although there are new regulations, there are still many who are unaware of the potential danger. Nobody told school officials that asbestos sprayed on ceilings could be dangerous. There are about 12,000 schools in the country with asbestos ceilings, and when those ceilings deteriorate or are damaged, the dust circulates. Yale discovered the problem in its art and architecture building a few years ago. It cost the school $250,000 to have it removed. Most local school boards don't have that kind of money. And while the EPA has asked them to inspect their school buildings, it has not required them to remove the asbestos material. Some school boards are suing the asbestos supplier for replacement costs, but none of those cases have been resolved. The asbestos in this particular school was not on the ceiling. It was used to insulate the piping system. If intact, the insulation is no problem, but when it frays or is broken off, the asbestos dust is released, and as we now know, even a short exposure can be fatal. But still, Dr. Selikoff told us recently, not much is being done.
We put 30 million tons of asbestos in place in our refineries, our chemical plants, our ships, our powerhouses, buildings, schools, and it's all there. It has to be maintained, it has to be repaired, it has to be remodeled, it has to be removed. And we don't quite know how to do this. It's another kind of legacy that's still there. One of our worries is that we don't know what to do about it. At the moment, we're sort of keeping score. We're ticking off people as they die. The treatment has not improved since I spoke to you last. We don't know what to do for mesothelioma. It's invariably fatal. The people who were exposed over the years and who now are at particularly great risk because they're 25, 30, 35 years from when they began work, these people are not being kept under surveillance. They're not seeing doctors regularly. At least we could save some of them, and we're not. We're sort of transfixed by this tragedy. And as a country, we're not handling it very well.